So, this is a video about explaining Lolita to your parents. I'll include my story and explain why things are the way that they are when it gets a little tough. So, story begins. I had wanted to be a Lolita for a very, very long time, but I kind of kept it secret for the most part because of my community. I've already explained this in other videos. The first step was telling my mom. Pretty much whatever my mom rules in the house is law. So, mom's the first one you usually want to talk to. She's also a little closer to my age than my dad, who's 10 years older than her. So, it was it was just easier to explain to her than him, because I didn't think he'd understand anyway. Um, it was funny because when I explained it, I walked in and I said, "Mom, could you accept me no matter what I ever was?" And she looked me dead in the face. She took a breath and she said, "No, I could not." It's like, oh, whoa, Mom. She's like, "No, are you lesbian?" Because she'd have a hard time accepting that. I said, "No." She goes, "Do you want to hurt people?" I said, "No." She goes, "Do you want to join some kind of Illuminati group or something crazy?" I was like, "No." She's like, "You want to move somewhere crazy?" I was like, "No." "Do you want to date someone online again?" I was like, "No, done with that." She's like, "What is it? Like, that's all the serious stuff I know. If you're not hurting people or yourself, what's the big hoop?" Because I'm a very emotional person. I kind of came to her and I was all bubbly-eyed and tears because I just can't handle situations very well. I can't handle like rejection very well. And I'm kind of antisocial, so it makes it hard. I'm usually locked up in my room. So I kind of like sat down on the bed and she sat down with me. I explained like I want to become a Lolita. And her first thought was, "Oh my God, the movie, the book. You want to be a hooker? What?" I'm like, "No, wait, not really, no." Not really, definitely not. Like, I don't want to sell my body. I don't want to be a whore. Don't want to use my appearance to seduce men. I just want to be like myself. That's the best way to explain it. I want to be myself. And I was like, "Okay, so if it's not the book, it's not the movie, explain what it is to me so I know." Because right now, the name Lolita just means seducing men, dressing kind of provocative, etc. So I was like, no. Lolita is a Japanese street fashion that includes, like, I think it's Rococo and a lot of, like, old-fashioned. Rococo, by the way, is my favorite art style. Like, that is just my favorite period in general. Everything's so fluffy and pretty. Um, Things literally were just made to be pretty. They have chairs made out of like solid gold that are too small to sit in, just so it looks pretty. Just so you can sit in a room all by itself next to a window and look pretty. That's literally Rococo. It's like, let's make things look fluffy and cool and call it a day. There's like no meaning behind anything. It was just fluffy and soft and look how pleasant this is. It was great. I explained what it was, and she goes, "Oh, so why is the name Lolita?" I said, "Well, to this day, I have no clue. I've looked up, and a lot of people have a whole bunch of different ideas. Some people just said the name Lolita was cute. Like, there are a lot of cute names out there. Why Lolita of all of them? Like, I get lolly, like a lollipop, or lolly, like, that's cute. That's really adorable, but it's like, I couldn't explain to her why it was named Lolita, of all names. Wow. It is intense light outside right now. We have an overcast. So I sat down and I explained like what it was and what it looks like and how it's supposed to be modest and above the knee. And my mom's like, "Above the knee? Are you sure about that? Are you sure you can find not floor-length dress above your knee?" And I'm like, like above the knee, but above or below, at the knee, below the knee, but above my calf, like my middle calf. Because I have really long thighs. My thighs clock in about, what, 23 inches from my hip. Not even my hip. From like the side of my hip, like the middle of my hip to my knee is about 23 inches. So, ooh, legs. Um, I was like, yes, I'll probably have to get a lot of my clothing custom made. I'm a big girl, 6 foot, but not like big. So it makes it hard because I can't just get extra large clothes because I think unless they fit my bust too, it'll be too big. Like I know some dresses you could just tie and call it a day, but I don't want my bust to be like saggy looking because I don't have a huge bust. My bust is still pretty decent size. It's just not like I'm not like stacked. Gravity moves upwards with bigger boobs. I explained it to her, and I made the mistake of first showing her goth Lolitas, and she's like, "You look like a maid, though." I was like, "No, no, there are like other kinds. Like, look, this is like goth." And she's like, "Oh, you want to be goth?" I was like, "Well, goth looks pretty. Goth looks very nice on my skin. I'm wearing just a black top. It's not like goth. It's just a black top, and like it has shoulder poofs. I love this shirt because of the shoulder poof part. But I was, it's like, no, I just like the way black looks on me. I personally, I don't understand what it means to be goth besides the clothing. I really like the clothing. Clothing is my favorite part of goth. I know people are like, it's like music genre, and my music genres are everything except rap. I hate rap, but everything else is good. Like, I listen to heavy metal, like myself, uh, another band that has nothing to do with heavy metal, really. Like, I like Avenged Sevenfold. I've always liked Avenged Sevenfold. Um, I like Linkin Park, but they're not really. I don't. I don't know what you call them now. They went from like rock-ish to like emo, I guess. They're like softer. I'm just not feeling so good today kind of music. Like My December was one of my favorite songs from them, and it was just like it wasn't even their original songs. Like the whole crawl. Wait, before I sing this, the crawling in my skin. That's Linkin Park. Yeah. Yeah, it is. And then like I've become so numb, like that song. I like that music, but I I I'm just listing a bunch of stuff that has nothing to do with being goth. I'm terribly sorry. So I showed her another fashion that I fell in love with, the sweet style, and she goes, "Pink with your skin? Are you sure?" Said, "Nah." Like my mom has always had dreams of me wearing pink and being adorable, but I'm yellow toned. Pink can look a little weird on me depending on color pink. So I showed her blue, and she's like, "Oh my god, blue looks really cute on you." And she instantly fell in love with the dresses and the styles. She thought it was adorable and modest, and she was very happy I was willing to wear something not inappropriate like most girls that live here in California. There's a lot of inappropriate girls. She was very happy. She's like, "So in the summer you'd wear this?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Oh, it's cute. I can deal with that. You don't have to wear tube tops and bikini bottoms to college like a lot of girls do." not 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 judging or anything, but that's the thing. Um, so mom was easy. Mom was like, oh, explaining. She's like, oh, do you want the wig? Do you want the hair? Do you want to do all this? She's been looking for petticoats for me all over the place because she knows I want poof. I love poof. We had to specifically go and find my prom dress like 5 cities over for $500. It was on sale. It was like half off because someone had it modded to their size and they didn't buy it. It's a ball gown. It was a ball gown. So just to find my dress because I wanted poofy, and everyone else is like sleek and skinny or short and skinny or short and poofy, and I'm like, no, I want long poof. Anyone have long poof? No one has long poof? Okay. Literally no one had long poof, and I couldn't order a dress in time for prom. So I went all the way out, found a prom dress, almost happy, but she's been looking all over petticoats. Um, which I'm hopefully ordering one soon so I can wear my dress. Because I won't wear it without a petty. I already told myself, no petty, no wear. That's just, this is just this. And socks and shoes. I really need my shoes first, too. Petty, the shoes, I have socks that are cute, so I can work with those. The petty and the shoes go first. I also have tons of accessories my friend is so generously, there you go, giving me, and they're adorable, and they're like rosin with candy in them. Oops, sorry, resin with candy in them. I'm like, oh, I love you. So, there's that. She even has a little cake. It's like a little cake, and I'm like, I want it as a ring. So I'm probably gonna make it into a ring. Ooh, I got lightheaded. So That was Mom. Now there's Dad. Mom and Dad, like I said, have a 10-year age difference. Dad was a little harder. Mom said the best way for me to show him would be by wearing it. So I wore it around the house one day. And the moment he saw me, he goes, "What's that?" I said, "Well, this is a Lolita outfit. This is what I bought with my birthday money. I just turned 20 on June 3rd, so I bought a Lolita dress." A lot of my family forgot it was my birthday. It was a little embarrassing. They were just like, "Oh, happy birthday. When's your birthday party?" It's like, the birthday party was today. It's already like 9 o'clock at night. That's okay. I can just hang out with Mom. I actually preferred it that way. Because Mom accepts me no matter what. So Mom's just like, "Yeah, we can do whatever. I don't care what you want to do." So I told Dad, and Dad kind of looked at me like, "What?" I was like, "Lolita, it's very sweet. It's very gentle. Like, it's not bad, Dad. Understand. This is a good thing. It's modest. It's very sweet." And Dad was just like, "But you look like a little girl. Pedophiles will want you. You already look young. Why are you dressing that way?" And it was harder to explain, and to this day, he will not accept me wearing it. He just can't. He still accepts me, but he doesn't accept the outfit, and he hates it for the most part because he doesn't want me to be abused or harassed by anyone. That's the biggest thing with parents. Understand. I'm done with that. Dad is just, there's nothing I can do for Dad. Understand when your parents say these things, it's not because they feel like they'll be embarrassed, which sometimes it can be that. Some parents are just like that. It's they don't want you to be hurt. They don't want someone to hurt your feelings because you look out of the ordinary. Because people do that all the time. And that's the last thing that your parents want, is to see you get hurt because you like a certain fashion. So, for my Mom's a very powerful woman. She doesn't care. My mom's like, if anyone attacks you, just know I will be there. And I will rip their face off. And I'm like, yay, Mom. Mom's the best. My mom is like we sound about the same. It's a little deeper. We look about the same. I'm just way lighter. But like personality-wise, we're both very kind people. My mom is just like, someone took me, they stuck me in like a machine, combined me with like a rock, and like independent black woman traits. I don't know what else to say. And that popped out my mom. My mom, if anyone says something rude to her, instant backlash. My mom is just, rawr. My mom is a way more aggressive version of me. My mom's like me times like 50,000 on the aggression scale. But she's very sweet until you upset her. Mom's like, "Oh, hi, let's bake cookies or something." But then the moment you upset her, it's like, train wreck, and you're in the way. Whoever upset her is in the way of that train that's colliding with their face. So Mom was just like, if anyone upsets you, I'll be there. Don't even worry about it. Be yourself. Be comfortable. Do whatever you want. I fully support you. You're old enough, and if you would have told me in high school, I would have been there for you. I don't know why you didn't tell me, kind of deal. Dad, however, he's like, I don't want to see you get hurt. I don't want to see anyone hurt you. I don't want to see you in a bad situation just because of clothes. That's Dad's thing. So understand, parents, it's not that they hate the fashion. It's not that they hate you wearing it. It's not that they don't think you look good. It's they don't want you to be hurt. That's like their worst fear, is you being hurt. So that was explaining Lolita to your parents. I'll do the next video on being an African American Lolita. Okay, talk to you guys soon.